Hey folks, Jake here, JTC, Jake's Tinky Corner. Alrighty, so today's another week of the 21st, I think. Yes, we're the 22nd, I believe. So these are my RBK pads. I cut them down last year. I think I've decided now to drop down to 3 sets of pads. I'm going to take these apart for inventory on parts and stuff. So I've already cut this one open. Just started on doing it so you can see different layers of material. Here's much less of that hard plastic in this one. Different make, a 2008, probably built in 2007. So things have really changed since then. They were still using this super cheese foam. This is the foam that disintegrates over time. Older equipment have that. If you have equipment that has that, you might as well buy new equipment or have it upgraded, because this shit is useless. That's as useful as boobs on a man, right? So I'm going to take these apart and then we'll do a little inventory of what it all looks like when this one pad's taken apart. Take care now. Hey folks, so I'm working on this thing here. So you can see I got this whole side opened up. I've been tearing out some of this shitty foam here as I go along. I got some, this is the centerpiece. It's all velcroed in. A lot of velcro on this, so you can attach this in here, all the way down into here. So this piece here, that's, you can sort of see how these guys were made. You got a piece of foam. Here's some of that semi-hard plastic here. Another big piece here. Not as hard as this other stuff though you see in the newer pads, but it's, you know, it does the trick. But you can tell that the quality. So I'm gonna put this down here. Some of my other stuff. So it's gonna be a while before I can completely take this apart, but it's coming along for a half hour in. Anyways, catching a bit. So I got this one here all dismantled there. And this is basically what it looks like. This is the shell. There's a bit of padding left in here. I'll just have to open these zippers up and they'll slide out. But this is like remnants of days gone by. I guess it's the synthetic version of the horsehair they used to put in. This is all shoved in on the one side there. Over here you see some of the pads that were in there. So this stuff here, it's not as hard as the plastic you see in the newer ones. This is the semi-soft one. So that's the front and that's the toe. These are on the edges here. This stuff here you see now regularly. A lot of this had some of the crappy foam that's now in the garbage glued to it. But yeah, it's pretty much apart. You saw another piece earlier. So that's pretty much a set. So I'm going to keep taking it apart. Because basically I want to isolate the front fake leather for uses on other stuff like gloves and that. That's how she's looking. So I'm working on this second one here. So I just opened up the side here. So you get to see what this looks like when you pop it open. So you can see where they have that shitty foam there. They glue it up a few spots. But yeah, it gives you a good idea how they make this stuff. So this is, like I said, this is a 2008 vintage. They make them much better now. It's basically just a hard plastic and a semi-hard foam. And that's why they're so thin nowadays. If you looked at some of the new pads, I actually saw a set of True a couple of weeks back. One of the lads came in and these things were so thin. They were wafer thin, to quote Monty Python. So much different. Okay, so on the second one, I'm giving you a different presentation here. So I've completely dismantled it. So basically what you have here is, it's actually different than the first one. This whole side here is that guess the synthetic version of the horsehair, whereas the other one actually had foam. This one, they don't have foam at all. So this is its sister pad, and they don't even have the same setup in both pads, left and right. This is the right leg, and it's totally sorry. This is the left leg. It's totally different than the right. This is all this synthetic shit. Look at that, whole bunch of it, all on that side. So that's goes in the garbage. Yeah, so you can see it's very different. This is similar to the other one, but yeah, this is totally weird. Totally weird. Yeah, it looks like the left side will have the same ones on the outside, the hard foam. I can feel it behind the zippers, so you can see what it looks like. It's a lot of that shitty foam. They glue it on. It's glued on and then it just peels off. That's why I throw it out. So there you go. That's some of the hard foam. So that's what it is. So you're looking at. Other than that, it looks like it's the same. It's just that inside portion is all crap. Alrighty, catch you later. Yeah, so I'm all done now. So I basically have a lot of material to play with now. It's a note crate basically used to use for albums. Now it's full of that stuff, and you can see the two fronts and the rears. I left one rear together, and the other one's pretty much stripped apart. Yeah, so now I'm going to do a little fix up on my body armor. I got to replace one of the pieces of plastic on the front side, so I'm going to use one of these bad boys here to replace that, and then I'll be it. And I'll be ready to roll tomorrow morning. And I got an extra bottom strap for my CCM. I had to put one together last year, and it's not very solid. Anyways, it's good to go, and we'll catch you guys on the ice.